That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He's got it to the 43 here. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jeff Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 67 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. They'll turn to Sanders, and he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. The penalty got them half the distance to the goal down to the 1, made that try a little easier.
Yeah, without a doubt. And it opens up your playbook, doesn't it? From the 1-yard line, run, pass, do whatever you want there. And they did it successfully.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me,
to a hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 29, Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Let's go now. 19.
They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Flush to his right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go, set. 53. Black ultra.
Tua on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Gaskin will score. Touchdown, Miami. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
These are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Stop the Lions.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.